Hey guys, Josh here, and we're going to go through a very infamous round, unfortunately, for my fellow team of FlyQuest, but what's going to happen here is that FURIA are going to do a few things. So FURIA are going to fake XE onto A by throwing 4 smokes, here, whatever. So smokes to basically isolate the site, so no one can see in. They'll fire a few bullets here like this, and then they'll immediately book it to the other side. Meanwhile, while all this pandemonium and the circus is going on, Yuri will push as soon as the first few smokes are being thrown in, and basically let the player rotate off the site, down here and down here, and he'll clear the site while everyone else books it like this and gets it to site. What they're trying to take advantage of, they're trying to take advantage of this retake scenario where the players can be grouped up here, here, or here, where they spend about 10 to 15 seconds waiting for said plant before they go into retake mode. And by waiting for that, they will basically rotate around and guarantee their round victory. So we'll see how this plays out in particular, so you guys are aware of how this could occur and how this fantastic round even happened, okay? It's just absolutely crazy. And it's all because FlyQuest didn't have one person on the site. They had one person on the site. They could have seen it for what the ruse it was, and essentially could have won the round. I guess they overall, this is just more of a fantastic, I might say a fluke round. I know that might rustle some feathers, but this is a bit of a fluke round from FURIA. But it is absolutely spectacular on how well it came off and how well put together it was as well. I feel like they watched a lot of FlyQuest demos, knowing that FlyQuest are very passive on a site and don't play too many people on the site itself. Hence, they had this one in their scrapbook. Anyways, guys, let's get into the round. So you can see here, it's a buy against a buy, and this is why it's probably one of the most ballsy strategies to pull off. So initially, as you can see here, early smoke, early break, coming in from Molodoi. He's going to try and stop the presence going on in mid if there's any. This one's actually kind of important as well from Quesarado here. So Quesarado on the lurk. So what he's going to do, this is the first part of it, okay? Since they were very slow to get into this middle area, he needs to flash here to make sure no one's in kitchen. Because the lurk's going to come in, and he needs to make sure that these B players aren't super pushed up, that they're going to go for it essentially. Like they don't want to have anyone in this area if they're going to do this little lurk push and little fake. Now look at the site set up here from the A site here. You can see you got JKS in ladder room, you got Nedic in close to window near murder hole, and Regali at ticket, which is a perfect round for this setup as well because nobody's actually on site. Now you can see Quesarado is still clearing the angles. Now the big thing for Quesarado in particular, especially for this sort of execute, is that he can't reveal himself. If he reveals himself, a B player will stay on B. Hence why he's just lurking on the off angle, not revealing himself to Ints. Ints doing the jump peaks. Now meanwhile, while that's going on, they're getting all the smokes ready for Fallen and the others to throw. So the smokes are being thrown in. So this is kind of important in particular, okay? Very, very important because they're throwing in 2 smokes, 3 smokes, and a flashbang as well. Now, what this does, because there are 4 smokes being thrown in shortly as well, and a Molotov as well, this is faking the execute. They're trying to sell the dummy that the execute's coming in and that they're going to have to rotate. Now, this is really, really important because Regali does spot a player here. Okay, spots Yakinda here. Meaning that they're really selling off this fake incredibly well. They're also Fallen and Yakinda all shooting as well to act like that they're going to sprawl onto the site. Yuri hasn't really activated. And since when this fake execute starts, Quesarado starts lurking in. Now, the key thing here is that Regali has seen Yakinda. Hence, a rotate call has come in because Nedic can't see. And nobody's on site. So they can't confirm if Yakinda is actually entering the site or not, or whether this is a full AX or not. Now, as you can see here, Quesarado checks the site. You check market. It's going to check all the areas. And then you can see here, at this point, that all the players are rotating over. You can see Molodoi booking it with the bomb, Fallen backing off. Yakinda started to back off. He's little lurking at Tetris. And you can see here, even Yuri's backed off an execute as well. The only player that they could be concerned with is Vexite. And as you can see with Vexite here, Vexite ain't concerned with going through this way for an early flank, which could cut off Molodor at the pass. He's actually coming in through connector to back up a retake. Quesarado already pushed through here, and Quesarado's going like, yeah, it's all clear, boys, come over. So Molodor just booking it. Now Molodor's going to be very, very careful as well, because the early A flank would be coming in and hitting TV room just as it was slowing down. Now they can just run all the way there. Still got to be careful as well. And they've got a free bomb site. And Vexite realizes it just then, as you can hear the noise, that, oh guys, we've been sold. And this is why when everyone begins rotating. But the problem is that they can't go past this door. The reason why they can't go past this door is if these guys are showing movement here, okay, that means someone's in the site. Now, where is this person in the site? So they can't push beyond this area, because if they do, and he's holding an off angle or an angle at market, Quesarado's just going to win all the jewels, and they're just going to be funneled in like fish in a barrel, basically. So, like, they have actually no choice but to essentially save in this scenario, and this is like a big checkmate call from Yuri in particular to really sell this one out. Now, another little note as well, your Kinder's got holding a lurk here at A. If anyone tries to rotate through this angle, try to catch Molodor rotating over. So if anyone try to go in through here, they'll just get picked off, basically. And this leads to a very, very easy plant for Fallen. And like I say, Yuri does catch Vexite trying to lurk as well, as Yuri turns into be the rear guard. And that's going to be a force save from FlyQuest, because they can't do anything. They're jammed at market. There's like, they have no control of middle, so they can't go for middle. They have no control here, because it could be anyone. Any around these corners, there could be anyone there. So they can't go through middle, and they don't have any, they have very little utility to go through middle with. And it's just too hard for them. And they can't go through market because Quesarado's holding them, and Quesarado could get a 2k or 3k before they could be able to do anything. And obviously they can't go through here as Vexite was cut off by Yuri. And pretty much FURIA have a very, very easy gun round without having to really fight any of the FlyQuest players. And I just gotta say overall, I just can't believe how that occurred overall. And this is how you take advantage of teams that have a small on-site presence on A by just doing these sort of fakes and whatnot, because this will lead to the B players over-rotating, leaving the site, and your lurk player on B can easily secure the site for free and win you around. Anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a nice and lovely day.